Everyone, my name is Harshita Jain and I'm currently an intern at Lexis and Company. Today, I'm going to discuss, are your cryptocurrencies and crypto investments really legal? Now, first of all, crypto in India is currently booming. The market has been thriving and retail investors are adding to the fire with their enthusiasm. India has been estimated to have over 10 million crypto investors, and this number is snowballing every day. While a significant number of Indians are wholeheartedly affirming cryptocurrencies, one piece of misinformation is holding back is that people confuse the unregulated aspect of cryptocurrencies with them being illegal, which is definitely not true. Cryptocurrencies are 101% legal. Anybody can buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrencies. But yes, they are definitely unregulated. We do not have a regulatory framework to govern its functioning for the time being. However, the Indian government is exploring crypto regulation. Meanwhile, crypto exchanges like the CoinSwitch have been key in supporting the government and helping investors join the bandwagon by self-regulating and obliging a thorough KYC check for all their investors. When cryptocurrencies started to blow up in India in 2017, okay, so why was the cryptocurrencies ever banned? When cryptocurrencies started to blow up in India in 2017, tech-savvy retail investors were relishing them. But there was, also there were some folks who were, taking undue advantage of it and were fueling illicit activities. Since at that time cryptocurrencies were in a very nascent stage, the regulators were yet to decipher their adoption. To curb the rise in illicit activities, the government took measures that they thought were best at that moment. In 2019, the finance minister released a statement saying that the government does not consider cryptocurrencies as legal tender or coin and will take all measures to eliminate the use of these crypto assets in financing illegitimate activities or a part of the payment system. The government will explore the use of blockchain technology provocatively for ensuring in digital economy. Now, the above statement from Finance Minister was followed by a circular from the RBI. It suggested that all entities governed by them must stop by offering them any kind of services to entities associated with virtual currencies. Now, some of the important things to note here was that the government was never against the technology. They intended to prevent the wrong usage of cryptocurrencies and blockchain. In the statement released by the finance minister, it nowhere said that buying, selling, or holding cryptocurrencies was prohibited. They said that they are taking measures to eradicate the use of crypto in financing illegal activities, which was a great step towards a healthy crypto ecosystem. Additionally, they said that they don't consider it as a part of the payment system, meaning one cannot use crypto to buy and sell things. However, they never said that it couldn't be held as an asset. Many people miss reading these details, resulting in a very chaotic state where people started to doubt cryptocurrencies. Now, what is the government's take on cryptocurrency? Let's fast forward it to 2020. The advantages. So the crypto regulated countries like the USA and Singapore were experiencing most moved Indian authorities to rethink their decision. This resulted in the Supreme Court of India retracting the RBI circular issued in 2018, leading to banks like HDFC Bank, Yes Bank, and ICICI Bank, and the State Bank of India resuming their transactions with crypto exchanges. So, when like a couple of months into this, India was already riding the crypto wave. We re-entered the market at a time when the equity markets were touching new lower levels every day, and cryptocurrencies were rallying one after the other. It did not long for cryptocurrencies to make a place for themselves in the investment landscape. Observing the boost in the adoption of cryptocurrencies, the government announced introducing a new bill concerning crypto. Even before the bill was presented, people speculated that it was unfavorable towards cryptocurrencies. But Finance Minister Nirmala Sitaram cleared the air and said, "From outside, we are very clear that we are not shutting all options. We'll allow certain windows for people to do experiments on the blockchain, bitcoins, or cryptocurrencies." She acknowledged that blockchain is a vast area and growth of fintech depends on such experiments. She also she also said that India has an advantage in it. The finance minister is planning to spend more time on this and soon develop a set of guidelines for cryptocurrencies. Now the bottom line is that the countries that have regulated cryptocurrencies also went through a similar phase. At first, they found it challenging to adopt cryptocurrencies, but to avoid failing to keep up with the technological innovations, they embrace them. India too acknowledges that we can't afford to not move with these advancements, especially with the exponential returns over 800% from the cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Significant Indians are already sailing through cryptocurrencies, and with platforms like CoinSwitchCuber coming into play, we can expect a surge in crypto investors in the country. So, I love to hear your opinions. If you have any doubts, any questions, do mention them in the comment box. And thank you for watching.